Boston Celtics one that you kind of brought up as well too. So Boston Celtics acquired Vucevic from the Chicago Bulls in a trade that was finalized. So the move obviously was designed to bolster Boston's front court. Obviously, they lost Porzingis last year, and they also lost Al Horford, who are funny enough on the same team now in Golden State. But yeah, designed to bolster Boston's front court depth for a playoff run. That significantly reduces the team's luxury tax burden. So they got Vucevic, a future second round draft pick from Denver, 2027. And then the Bulls got Anthony Simons. They got so many guards. Anthony Simons in a 2026 second round draft pick as well. Obviously, Vucevic, double double machine, can play in the post and also can spread the floor. And I feel like under Joe Mazzulla's regime, that's what they kind of liked, a five that can stretch the floor. But like I said, even we'll talk about this a little bit later as well too. They're definitely looking like that they're trying to go for a deep playoff run, but they saved 20. Let me see. It says luxury tax savings by swapping Simon's 27.7 million salary to Vucevic 21.5. Yeah. They shed roughly 6 million total salary and reduced their luxury tax by more than $20 million. God damn. Um, yeah, both Vucevic and Simons are also set to become unrestricted free agents this offseason too. That's something that's interesting. Right now, Vucevic averaging 17 and 9, shooting 37% from three, 50% field goal percentage. But what are your thoughts on that trade?
I mean, I like it for the Celtics. I definitely like
Yeah,
it for the Celtics. I mean, I think he could be their Marc Gasol. And
from the
for
Toronto
me,
era.
yeah. For me, I mean that because, Marc Gasol was more defensive. I feel like Vooch is more offensive, but both guys who were, in their last franchise had much bigger roles, but you get traded to an actual contender. You take on a smaller role, but you're able to be stronger in that role and be kind of more of what the team needs. So I like it a lot for the Celtics. Having it looks like they're going to keep having him come off the bench,
Yeah.
but because Keita has played pretty well for them, but now having
Mhm.
that option off the bench, I think is really good, especially when it seems like they weren't really invested in Simon. So I like it. I think for the Bulls, it's an absolute failure. It's a catastrophe that the way that they managed the last several years. It's so crazy. Like you see how lucky some franchises get. If the Bulls hadn't drafted Michael Jordan, they would be one of the biggest laughing stocks, I feel like, of the NBA. And like they had a little period of time where they also got lucky and drafted MVP Derrick Rose. So he had them with a couple of good teams, but they don't do a good job in building a team outside of that. In these past several years, it's been awful. You had Zach LaVine, you had DeMar DeRozan, you had Vucevic, um, and you traded them all for nothing. It's so crazy to me. Like they traded Caruso and there's one other role player, but basically the best returns that they got have been Josh Giddey and Jaden Ivey. And for those two, they gave up role players. So like their role players, they were actually able to parlay into something good. And their best players turned into like no draft picks basically and just yeah. So I don't know what they held on to them way too long, way past their primes, way past when their value was, continue to depreciate and just were blind to the fact that their team was ass. And
Mhm.
so, yeah, I mean, I guess cool that they finally got rid of him, but just an abject failure by management, I feel like.